Hello and welcome to Swift Clips. With today's update, we will review which movies may be affected by the actors' strike happening now. On July 13th, Fran Drescher, president of SAG-AFTRA, initiated the union's first strike against film and television corporations in over 4 decades. This strike, involving a vast body of 160,000 members, ranging from actors and singers to dancers, along with an ongoing writers' strike, represents the first instance of both unions striking simultaneously since 1960. In comparison to the writers' strike, the halt in film and TV production is expected to be more immediate and extensive as actors join the protests. Although union production work in cities like New York and Los Angeles is already sparse due to the writers' dispute, the strike will likely instantly affect any remaining physical production involving union performers across the U.S. Major film shoots and ongoing TV series are predicted to shut down as soon as they lose their leading stars. Here are 21 movies that production has already stopped or is expected to be affected by the ongoing strikes. Deadpool 3 is currently in production and is expected to be released on May 3, 2024. Since the filming in the United Kingdom is not confirmed to have wrapped, its early to mid-2024 release could be pushed back depending on the length of both strikes. Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2 is in production, with its filming in Morocco expected to pause in response to the strike. The sequel, starring Paul Mescal, Denzel Washington, Pedro Pascal, and Connie Nielsen, was originally set for a November 22, 2024 release, a date it still might make depending on how much filming there is left to do. Mortal Kombat 2 is currently in production, but will pause due to the 2023 strike. It was initially expected sometime in 2024, which still might be the case. Regardless, filming in Australia is set to stop as many, if not all, the Mortal Kombat 2 cast are members of the Actors Union. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2 is currently in production, while its predecessor Dead Reckoning Part 1 is finishing its press tour for its opening weekend. Dead Reckoning Part 2 was already delayed due to the Writers Guild strike, making it unlikely that the film will hit its expected global premiere date of June 28, 2024, especially if the strike results in further delays. Both James Cameron's Avatar 3 and 4 were already delayed by Disney with the writers' strike. Avatar 3 is currently expected to be released on December 19, 2025, with Avatar 4 expected on December 21, 2029. Both Avatar sequels were in production when the strike was announced, so it's possible that both films' release dates could be pushed back even further. Mufasa: The Lion King is reportedly still in production, but might be close enough to wrap to avoid being delayed like many other Disney movies. The follow-up to the live-action Lion King movie that generated $1.65 billion at the global box office is currently expected to hit theaters on July 5, 2024. James Gunn recently announced the new lead actor in Superman Legacy, who will likely not be able to suit up anytime soon. While the DC blockbuster is currently in pre-production, its expected release date of July 11, 2025 might be challenged or altered depending on the outcome of the strike. A new Alien movie is currently in post-production, which means it might have made the cut and wrapped filming before the strike. The film is currently expected to release sometime in 2024, which seems like that will still be the case based on its reported production status. The highly anticipated Beetlejuice sequel is currently in production with an expected release date of September 6, 2024. It started filming days after the writers' strike began, however, it won't be able to complete production with the approval of the actors' strike if it hasn't already. The Blade reboot starring Mahershala Ali and Mia Goth was already delayed with the writers' strike and is now expected to release on February 14, 2025, which could be enough of an extension to avoid another pushback, depending on the duration of the strike. Venom 3 starring Tom Hardy is currently in production with an expected release date of October 2024. The film is still in its early stages of filming in Spain, which will be paused due to the strike. Depending on the duration of the strike, the blockbuster could still make its initial premiere goal. Thunderbolts starring Harrison Ford and Florence Pugh is currently in production. The film was already delayed by Disney and could potentially face future delays. Its most updated expected release date is December 20, 2024. Fast X Part 2 is currently in pre-production, which makes its expected release April 4, 2025 still somewhat attainable. Filming for Fast X began in late April 2022, indicating that the entire production for Fast X Part 2 could take less than a year, a good sign that the movie will stay on track. Kung Fu Panda 4 is currently in production with an expected release date of March 8, 2024. The film will likely be delayed if production has not finished by now, although there is a chance that the voice actors already wrapped while production continues on other aspects of the animated film. Inside Out 2 is currently in pre-production and will not be able to begin filming until the strike finds a resolution. The film is currently anticipated to be released on June 14, 2024, a date it likely won't hit if the actors' strike extends into fall 2023. Despicable Me 4 is currently in production and is expected to be released on July 3, 2024. It is yet another major upcoming movie affected by the actors' strike, making it unclear at this time whether it will be able to maintain its original summer 2024 release date. Scream 7 is currently in development and doesn't have an official release date. Since the film is confirmed with no action taken beyond the development stage, it's possible that the screenplay still hasn't been finished, meaning it would be affected by both strikes. The Conjuring Last Rites is currently in pre-production and is expected to be released sometime in 2024. The fourth installment of the franchise will star Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, but little else is known about the plot or production status of the movie. The Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown starring Timothée Chalamet, is currently in pre-production. The James Mangold film is expected to release in late 2024 or early 2025, although the strike could delay its production, which is scheduled to begin in August 2023. An untitled Formula One racing movie starring Brad Pitt is currently in between pre-production and production, with filming announced to have begun on July 9, 2023 at the British Grand Prix. The strike will certainly delay the release of the film, particularly because it was scheduled to shoot at upcoming F1 races around the world throughout 2023, which Pitt can no longer participate in. Another Brad Pitt movie called Wolves is currently in production and will likely be delayed due to the strike. The John Watts-directed film also stars George Clooney and Amy Ryan, but does not currently have an official release date. There will likely be many more movies and TV shows affected the longer this strike lasts. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more updates.